Welcome to Barrie Ball Hockey's Game of the Week. I'm your play-by-play Alyssa, joined here by Sam, who will have your color commentary.
And we've got a great night out here. Great night with a lot of rain, but it is the Tyke division playing, so the younger boys and girls.
We have the Panthers playing in orange, with Maple Leafs playing in the blue. So the Maple Leafs clear the ball. And that is the Panthers scoring the first goal there. Let's take another look.
That goal was scored by Jackson Booth, and Nathan Higgett was the person that made the pass play.
Panthers managed to keep it in there, but cleared right back out by the Maple Leafs. Shot by the Maple Leafs, went wide.
So the ball crossed over the red line. That brings it back as an icing was called by the referee. Now, this, I believe, is one of the youngest divisions we have down here at Barrie Ball Hockey. We have the Timbits playing the younger division, but this is the Tyke division, mainly made up of 6 and 7 and 8-year-olds.
Maple Leafs throw it into the Panthers zone. a battle there, but Maple Leafs keep it in the Panthers zone. Number 12 for the Maple Leafs throws it down the ice. Panthers clear it out. Panthers with it now. And the Panthers score. Let's take a second look at that here. Goalie almost had it there, but Panthers managed to sneak it past them.
That was a delayed offside being called as the Panthers went into the zone before the ball went over. So just like ice hockey here, when the ball ends up over the blue, ball has to go over the blue line first, and then it is onside. And the ball can actually come back over the blue to the red, but not go over the red. That's actually called the floating blue line here at ball hockey. Teams get ready to take the face off.
Panthers clear it back out of their zone. Panthers still with it. Panthers with it deep in their own zone. Save made there by Maple Leafs goaltender.
Coaches are trying to organize the players to get up to the face-off draw. That's one of the little issues they have here when the kids are younger like this. But some of these kids have been playing for years now, so. Referee's ready to get the draw going here.
Maple Leafs trying to clear it out of their zone.
That's the end of the first period. The score is 2-0 for the home team. That would be the Panthers against the Maple Leafs here. Now the goalies have to change ends, and usually they need the parents' help at this point. So we'll just be a couple minutes while they change their ends right now. Now, the telecasts are usually on Wednesday night here from Rogers, but seeing as tomorrow is Canada Day, it's a special Tuesday game night of the week here down at Barrie Ball Hockey.
Referees get ready to start the second.
Offside call there. The play will come back just outside the blue line.
Maple Leafs bring it over. Panthers quickly clear it. Panthers keep it in there. Couple of saves there by the Maple Leafs goalie. Panthers with it. But the Maple Leafs get it on the Panthers goaltender there, who stops the ball.
It's a little slippery here today as there's a light drizzle coming down, and at this age, all players have to be wearing protective equipment. Face mask, you got your gloves, shin pads, and jock is optional here. But it's good to be well protected out there, especially in this rain, as it does get a little slick. Of course, the best thing to better than playing ball hockey in the sun is playing ball hockey in the rain.
Save there by the Panthers.
I think there was a tripping penalty on that tripping call called. And the Panthers, looks like number 6 is going over to the box as the Maple Leafs were all around there but just couldn't bury the ball. That'll be a 2-minute tripping penalty.
Maple Leafs managing to keep some good pressure. Another shot off there, but held on to by the Panthers netminer. Panthers get it across center line. Maple Leafs with it.
Oh, that was a great wraparound attempt by Miles Mayhew. Passed it right out in front of the other Maple Leaf player.
Panthers managed to take it away there and send it down to Maple Leaf zone. Good wraparound attempt there by Panthers. The Maple Leafs keep it out of their net.
Icing called on the play again. Back to the Panther zone. A pair of brothers on this Maple Leaf team. I've mentioned Miles Mayhew before. He's playing with his older brother, Coulter, who's on this team. So there's one set of brothers on this team, and although I believe Miles is the younger brother here, he's a couple years younger than Colton. And a lot of the players out here, I've watched Miles play a couple times, and he's a lot of energy Miles gives out. It's going to be a great star in the future here at Barrie Ball Hockey.
Panthers bring it up over the center line. Shot there was wide. And Maple Leafs get it out and down. But it will be an icing called against them. So it will go back over to their zone for a face-off.
Just a minute and 58 seconds left in the second period here as the Panthers still lead the Maple Leafs 2-0.
Maple Leafs with it in their own zone. managed to clear it over the center line.
Just under a minute to play here in the second period.
Save made by the Leafs netminder. Maple Leafs with it now. Save made by the Leafs, and he's going to hold on to it.
Just 2.7 seconds left on the clock for this period.
And that would be the end of the second. The Panthers leading the Maple Leafs 2-0. All right, so the goalies here are just going to switch sides again, get their chance to get a bit of water.
Now, I wanted to mention something down here at Barrie Ball Hockey that we started years ago. They started an organization called the Guts, and it's actually growing up through sports. It's meant to help kids and get involved in ball hockey. So that's been going around for 4 years now. I recently came out with a marketing campaign for our boards here that if businesses want to get involved, they want to get sponsorship from a board. What we're doing with every board that we rent out or lease is we're paying for one kid to play hockey or go to summer camp. So we're trying to get, hopefully if I can get 50 kids playing for free this year, that's my whole goal here. So getting back to the action though, it's the Maple Leafs and the Panthers here in the third period.
All right, and the Maple Leafs with it here.
And that was delayed offside as the Maple Leafs had entered the zone before the ball went over.
Panthers send it back to the Maple Leaf zone.
Two players get tangled there, incidental contact, and it ends up Maple Leafs have a breakaway on the play now. Number 10 comes down the ice and shoots wide.
Maple Leafs back for the ball in their own zone. They bring it over the center line. The Panthers managed to clear it out. Battle for the ball there. Panthers come out with it. Panthers putting a bit of pressure on the Leafs here. The Leafs managed to get it back over the center line. The Panthers flick it in right onto the Leafs net minor. Panthers with it in their own zone. Leafs with the chance there, but covered up by the Panthers goaltender. Panthers with it. The Maple Leafs try to get it back over the center line. The ball is covered up on by the Leafs net minor.
Another stoppage in play here.
Another save and cover up by the Leafs goaltender. So we're going to have another face-off here.
One of the toughest parts about the ball hockey down here for the coaches, for the kids these age, it's tough to keep them all organized. You usually need one or two coaches at least on the bench, and if you get more, that's all the better.
The Leafs send it down into the Panthers zone.
The late offside there as the referee has his hand up waiting to get over. And it looks like an ice is going to be called here.
Which it is. So we're going to go back down to the Panthers zone for a face-off.
The referee has the ball waiting for the teams to arrive. As I mentioned, everybody plays ball hockey down here. The referee himself, he plays for a couple teams. He's in the Premier Leagues.
Leafs with a chance there, but was saved.
And another delayed offside as the teams attempt to clear, but they all have to clear at the same time. Just outside the blue lane, we'll have another face-off. Not everybody can play center at one time, though. That's the beauty of this age.
The Panthers send it down. Maple Leafs send it down. Panthers with it now. Leafs bring it over the center line.
A lot of action in this game as the teams go back and forth with just under 2 minutes to play in the game.
Maple Leafs try to bring it over the center line, but the Panthers keep it in the Leaf zone. Panthers with it in the final minute of play here.
Just 30 seconds left in the game here. Still 2-0 game. I wonder if the coach is going to pull the goalie. Gets a chance to, but I think the team just iced it. So the Maple Leaf faceoff will come back to the Maple Leaf zones, and look, they may run the clock here. Nope. I think
Nope. Clock.
19 seconds still left on the clock here. Draw back in the Maple Leaf zones. They won't be able to pull their goalie unless they can get it down the ice within for a short period of time here. Oh, and the high stick is called with just 9.8 seconds left in the game here on the Maple Leafs. That's probably the most common penalty called down here, is we try to teach the kids to keep their sticks down.
Looks like that would be the Maple Leafs number 12 going off for that penalty. That at the end of the game, Panthers win it 2-0 over the Maple Leafs.
And that wraps it up for the first game here on our Tuesday night special. The Maple Leaf facing the Panthers. Okay.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with the under 13 division.
Okay, hi everybody. How are you today? It's Sam Urix and Alyssa
Jory
here to do the second game of the Tuesday night special at Barrie Ball Hockey. Tonight we've got the Ball Busters playing Moves Like Jagr. Okay, and the Ball Busters are in red and Moves Like Jagr in white. Okay, so right now we've got the ball comes out to the outside. It's just dumped down the ice or down the floor. And moves like Jagr's got the ball, throws it in the corner right now. The ball buster's going for the ball right now. Pass up to number 66. The ball moves still over the line. Right now, the moves like Jagr has the ball, has control of the ball behind the net. Trying to get it out front is number 27, Marcus Stolt. Moves it out front. The ball's kept in. It's outside the red line now, and ball busters come down a shot wide by number 27, Ryan Olsen. Ball goes into the corner. Number 89 puts it out front. Turns around shot and a great save made. Ball still loose just around behind the net. Thrown out in front. Taken over by moves like Jagr as he approaches the over the blue line. Number 27 looks for the man in front. Puts it out front, but pass is intercepted. Ball shot up the floor. And moves like Jagr has it behind the net as they set up a pass to the defenseman. And back up, they transist up the ice over the blue line. In the corner at this point, puts it out front. The goalie makes a nice play, puts it back into the corner. And the ball busters have the ball right now. Shot deflected wide. Scramble in front. Looks like number 27 has the ball. Shot. Not sure where that ball went. And I think there was a penalty being called on the play. Didn't quite see what happened there, but yes, definitely a penalty on the play as both teams come to the far end of the ice.
It looked like moves like Jagr, number 27, went to the box.
Perfect. So the ball busters will have the 5-on-4 power play. Ball busters take the draw. They've got it. Number 14 has the ball. Back to number 10, that's Carter McNellen. Ball gets stripped. Shorthanded, goes down the play. Number 81, Liam Moore. Great defensive play there by Liam. Battle at the boards. Thrown back in deep in the end. And the ball busters have the ball coming around. Big number 3 shoots it down the ice. Doesn't get by though. Puts it back to the defenseman. Tries to attempt to shoot down the ice again. It's kept in by the moves like Jagr. Ball busters coming up with the ball. Pass it over to number 10, who's got the ball right now inside the blue. And that's Carter McNellen with the ball. Carter McNellen, the ball gets taken off him by number 81 again. Liam Moore. And that's great penalty killing by moves like Jagr. As ball busters are having trouble gaining the zone. Moves like Jagr again ices the ball down the ice. Power play left with only 48 seconds left. Great play. Ball continued to be played by the goaltender. As ball busters come down the ice, puts it across the ice, doesn't get the pass through though. Pass intercepted again. And ball busters get the ball. Ball shut down. Ball slapped. And moves like Jagr just over. Ball a bit scrambly here. The ball comes over the boards. Just misses one of the fans here. And the play stops, goes back into the corner here. Well, Ali, what do you think of tonight's play so far?
So far, it's been pretty good here. You're starting to see a bit of the slipperiness of the surface here as you're seeing a few people slide around, a couple shoes lost in the couple games seen so far.
Yeah, and the play goes back again. Here we go. Back into the play. That's number 94, shoots it up the ice, over into the zone, but shot down the ice, and that could have been played, so no icing. Icing waved off. Here we go, and the ball busters have the ball just over the blue line. It's up up past the red now. Number 94 comes down the ball with the side. And shot over, moves like Jagr will get the ball and take it up. Player gains his zone. He's looking for a man to feed. A nice pass play over to another man. Dumped back in the corner by number 27, Ryan. I'm sorry, 27, Marcus Stolt. Oh, a great save made by the goaltender. And that goaltender today is Daniel Fredel, I believe.
Seems like he's been doing a pretty good job, as the Ballbusters have been struggling to keep the ball out of their zone. But they've been doing great defensively, making sure the moves like Jagr do not get ahead of them.
That's right. Great shot there. Comes off the face-off. Moves like Jagr keeps the ball inside the blue. Dumps it back into the corner. And they've got control of the play here for the most part of the game here. They're working the cycle deep. And great pressure put on by moves like Jagr. Ball's back in the corner. Number 87 puts it out in front for a tap in, and it's wide just a bit. There's a lot of action here at the far end. Number 87's on that ball quite a bit right here, and that would be Colby Wilson. Ball shot over, moves like Jagr has it again, just dumps it in. Ball's dumped in the far end. And a face-off will be called. This is the under 13 division here at Barrie Ball Hockey, and these teams are both in the team entry division. Shot down the ice, and the Ballbusters have it behind their ice, behind the boards, should I say. Ball kept in by moves like Jagr. Puts out front to number 10, who takes a slap shot, and a great save made by the Ballbusters goalie, Daniel Freddy. No break in the action here. As we take some time for the referee to walk all the way over to the other side. Great face-off, back. Still inside the zone, kept inside the zone. And it's a little scrambler here. Looks like moves like Jagr, and they just can't seem to. Here we go, moves like Jagr still on the inside board, and that's number 87 with the balls still. He's trying to find somebody in the open here. They're working the cycle. They're working down low pretty deep, pretty good right now. It's in around the boards. Oh, puts out to the 87 who just couldn't get the ball. So dumped down the ice, but no icing called here. And that's number 66, Hudson Packett with the ball. He just puts it down the ice. And Ballbusters will be just content to play the ball up. Moves like Jagr, great forechecking, and that great play by number 14. Shoots just wide. Ball brought back up the ice, and kept in again by the moves like Jagr. And that's number 87, Colby Wilson, having a great game here today, so far as that ball was stopped again.
Ballbusters have been having a great defense, but I have to say the goalie is definitely pulling some weight here, making sure that moves like Jagr does not get one past him here tonight.
2:43 left on the clock, face off in the zone. Moves like Jagr gets the face off. No, it's brought back by the Ballbusters. They try to transition that out, but intercepted by moves like Jagr again. That ball hammered back in, and another stop by the goaltender. You're right, Alicia. This goaltender is playing amazing today.
Yeah, it seems like absolutely nothing right now is able to get past him. He is just quick on his feet and able to make sure that his team does not fall behind with what seems to be a very aggressive Moves Like Jagr team.
Right, the Ballbusters finally get a little break here off the face-off, as number 13 just falls. So that's just Alex Jelinas slipping like that. Alex Jelinas has that ball again, though. He puts it out front, just wide by number 89. Alex has the ball again. Shot from the point, slap shot, and a goal. Now that looks like it might have been tipped in. We'll have to wait for the replay for that one.
For a team that has mainly been on the defense here tonight, what an amazing turnaround there for them to come back and get that.
Yeah, and here's the highlights. Shot was taken from the point, and it looks like the rebound was picked up by number 13. Alex Jelinas. He did all that play. That was a lot of work in the corner. If you remember, Alex was the one that wiped out there in the corner, as this continues to be a little slippery out there. Ball dropped down, and looks like another icing called on that play.
But it seems even like with that goal there, the refs have called it off, and nothing did go up on the board, though.
Oh, great observation there. And I didn't even see that. I seen the replay go in, and I thought it went in there. The ball must not have gone past him. We'll have to get an update after the period from the ref. And Moves Like Jagr tries to get it down the ice. No, it's stuck in. Now Ballbusters are continuing to do the forecheck. Alex Jelinas forechecking there. Number 9, Carter McNellen has the ball now as he tries to attempt the pass it in front. Ball brought up the ice by Moves Like Jagr, and the goaltender from the Ballbusters has to come out and play it. This seems to be a lot of turnovers here, and that's part of the issue when we get the rain out there and the weather. Sometimes down here the elements have a lot to do with the outcome of a game, as we've noticed for the most part of the game the Moves Like Jagr have been all over the Ballbusters. And here's Moves Like Jagr again behind the net of the Ballbusters. Colby Wilson looking for the pass out. Another shot above the net. And that's a great forecheck by Moves Like Jagr, keeping this ball out. As Ballbusters are trying to find a way to clear the zone here. They just can't seem to do it. There we go, great play made by number 91 as he comes up the ice and puts it on the outside of Moves Like Jagr zone. And at least he gets it in deep now, as the face-off will be in deep in the zone. Yeah, I'm still curious what happened with that play. I'm not sure. I thought it went in, but
Looked like it went in, but catching at the end of the replay there, the referee did wave no goal.
and the player decides. Oh, here's another angle here as we see it. It looks like it went in, but the whistle may have gone, and I will have to get an update later because the ball did go over the line. So the whistle must have been blown. And the ball back to the action. The ball is cleared down. It's at center zone. And it's down near the Ballbusters' end of the end. As the end of the first period comes, the score is 0-0. Here at Barrie Ball Hockey.
At the end of the first, we sit tied at 0. Goaltenders are just going to switch sides here.
Maybe we can get a description from that referee about that goal. I want to call him over here. Hold on a second. Okay, after further review, I just had to get an explanation from the referee, and it looked like the man was in the crease on that goal. So referee was very observant, and you're not allowed in the crease until the ball goes in.
We have another angle here of it.
Oh, yes, you can see the player's foot just in the crease. I'm not sure what number that was, but he was definitely in the crease. Oh, ball's put out in front. It moves like Jagr, gets the ball put up again. Tried to dump the ball back in, but the ball busters intercept and dump it down again. Moves like Jagr with the alley-oop type pass over to number 4. And he dumps it, but ball is intercepted again. Moves like Jagr, number 10 has the ball. He tries to get it out front, and that shot was just shot wide of the ball buster's net. Great play there. And Max Vela was all over that play in the ball buster's end. And they continue to have the control of the play here for the most part. Is moves like Jagr behind the net. Another shot out. And number 4 just about gets that rebound right off the boards. The boards are very lively here at Barrie ball hockey, sorry. That ball is kept in again by moves like Jagr. It was a great forechecking team by the looks of this. Ball busters are having a lot of troubles getting the zone or getting it out for that matter, as again that ball is intercepted. Here they are now though, they're getting down the line. That shot put on net and a rebound. Oh, and it looks like number 27 from the ball busters just scored that goal. Ryan Olsen potted in the rebound from a great play. So we'll have to see that one again to see who made that pass, because that looked like a nice shot on net, and a nice rebound, and Ryan Olsen. Here we go. As you can see, he puts the shot on net. Great save was made. Big rebound comes out. Takes another shot. Oh, that was the second effort he made to get that ball wide. And during that replay, the action happens quick here. We just missed a goal during that replay.
We missed the equalizing goal.
Now we'll have to go back to the replay,
so we can actually see what happened.
We'll get that done in a few seconds here if we can. That must have happened within 5-6 seconds. Again, moves like Jagr, comes over the line. A great pass across, and the ball is loose. Goes back to the point. Kept in again. That's number 87. Colby Wilson with a great shot, but a nice save. Colby's got it in the corner. He puts it out front. Intercepted by the ball busters. And he goes down. Looks like he's got a breakaway now. Number 13 shot, and save goes over the net. Oh, and a spinorama type move. And the ball busters seem to get a bit of forecheck going on and some action here up front. It's great, and that's number 13. Alex Jelinas again. Oh, tries to put the ball out front, but it was intercepted by moves like Jagr. And now it's the forecheck of the ball busters that keep the ball in, as it just comes over the line. And moves like Jagr has the ball again. That's Colby Wilson. Puts a shot on net and a great save.
All right, now with the whistle, we're going to get a chance to see that goal by moves like Jagr that we missed.
Oh, and that was a great shot by Colby Wilson. We missed. It looks like the goaltender had a piece of it, just too strong to handle that nice wrist shot up above the glove. Great goal. Glad we had that replay there, as Colby Wilson continues to have a great game. Okay, now it's moves like Jagr deep in the corner. Shot on net and a big save by the goaltender. Goaltender's getting a lot of work here. Face off deep in zone. draw was one way back deep. Oh, and a big wipeout by moves like Jagr. That causes almost a turnover. But moves like Jagr comes out with the ball again, and the lead pass to number 14, Jeremy Stevenson. He has the ball right in front of the net. He's looking for somebody. He shoots. Ball goes to number 10, Tayson Rodriguez. It looks like they're using the cycle right now. And that's Marcus Stolte. With the ball out, the ball gets down the far end though. And moves like Jagr. Goalie comes out and just holds that play in this 1-1 game.
Definitely starting to see a bit more slips and falls, as it seems like a bit more of that light rain has started to come down here at Barrie Ball Hockey, making it a bit more slippery out there for these guys to play.
It is slippery, and you know, it depends on the conditions of the game. They can, you know, really sway one team or another depending on the skill levels of the team. That's what makes it interesting down here. Every game's a different game. The ball's deep in the ball buster zone. And that was a delayed offside. So he clears it up, past the red line. Number 27 has the ball. He's brought it over. Ryan Olsen has it over. Carter McNeilin touches that ball, brings it back. Shot on net, and the goalie holds it. Then the whistle goes. Face-off will come back to the end zone.
Face-off coming to the right of the moves like Jagr's goaltender.
Players are still making changes here as referee lets them go. Nice face-off there. Moves like Jagr comes out with the ball, puts it up the boards, just over the red line. Try to dump it in the zone. It's in the neutral zone at this point though. Back and forth, looking for some space. And there come the ball busters breaking out of the zone, up in the corner. Ball comes back to just over the blue line. Ball busters dump it back in, trying for the cycle. Number 3 shoots it, wrist shot. Nice pass, attempt, put it in front, but moves like Jagr, intercepts it, puts it down the boards. And that's Colby Wilson up with the ball again. Colby over the ice, puts a nice shot on net. As that ball comes around, number 27 on the bar, Marcus Stolte, having a great forechecking game as well. He's looking for a man to hit. And he hits Jeremy Stevenson, a shot on net, and a nice glove save. Now it looks like some of these kids play ice together, ice hockey together, as you can look at the helmets and you see the chemistry that they have together when they move the ball back and forth.
Yeah, absolutely. With those small little observations, you could almost bet with the chemistry seen in a bunch of these players on both teams that they do play other forms of hockey with each other.
Definitely. I see a few wearing the Colts helmets themselves, and a lot of teams, what they try to do is actually, this is a good form of practice, so teams try to play against each other. Coaches like to try to put whole teams together. I know when I coached ice hockey, I had my whole ice hockey team down here. It's a great practice method. Or dry ice coaching, we call it. Dry ice workout. Oh, and a great glove save by the ball busters goaltender.
He has certainly been put to the test here tonight, as moves like Jagr have been getting a bunch of shots off on net.
Play back, nice face off. Oh, and it looks as though the ball busters have a break in the play as the defenseman slips over to number 13 and a great pass across for a nice goal. That looked like a nice tap-in play. But that was made possible because the defenseman slipped there, as we'll see on this replay.
Another great example here, how the weather can truly make or break how a team plays, as the ice surface gets a little more slippery as it starts to rain a bit more.
Yeah, as we could see there, the player Stumbers makes an easy pass across. Number 13 buries it, Alex Jelinas. And a great pass by Matthew How do you pronounce it? Rita.
Looks like that.
Oh, another shot out in front of the net as we get back to the game here, back to the action. And it's the Ball Busters with the ball. Just put it up the boards. Ball's in the neutral zone. Little sloppy play here. That could be a result of the wet floor, though. Ball Busters dump it up. Are content to dump it up. Oh, great pass out in front to number 10. Just misses the pass. It's dumped down the zone by Matthew Silverberg. Puts it out in front. And it looks like the Ball Busters are starting to take over control of this game a little bit here. Leading 2-1 with only 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the second period. It's an exciting matchup.
Great turnaround here for the Ball Busters after being stuck for most of the first in their own zone to here now leading Moves Like Jagr by 1 goal.
Yeah, I would say the first period was actually dominated by Moves Like Jagr, but score 2-1. You never know what's going to happen. Here we go back into play. And just like that, Moves Like Jagr comes down the ice, but the ball is shot in the corner. And number 61 goes in it. That's Aiden Mayhew. And number 91 Moves Like Jagr tries to get the ball up the line. That ball was taken off. Number 61 has it deep in his zone. Looks to try to make the play. Oh, Moves Like Jagr with some great forechecking again. Has it in the zone. That's number 14, Jeremy Stevenson, tries to get the pass across. It doesn't work. Ball is dumped down the zone and goaltender covers it. Wants to make sure of that with only 2:25 left in the second period. Well, a little bit of rain doesn't hurt. Down here we play in snow. It's a year-round sport, Barrie ball hockey. Seems to be the fun adventure. The kids love it.
Get the chance to play rain, sun, or snow.
That's it. As long as they're playing, that's the main thing, right? And we set up for the face-off here. Looks like the draw, and the Ball Busters try to get it back to the point man, which they do. Shot is put on, but intercepted by Moves Like Jagr with a great pass up to number 10. Number 10 with it, looks for number 27 across the line, backs it up. Moves Like Jagr now has control. Back to the point, slap shot on the net, over to the corner.
Great chance for them to tie up the game, but
Yeah,
that Ball Busters goalie is not letting them get another one here
No,
tonight.
and Carter McNillan with a great defensive play there, but the ball gets taken back off him. That's back down in the Ball Buster zone. And there's Carter with the ball now. That ball is brought up by the Moves Like Jagr. He goes into the corner. And that's Marcus Stolte. We've mentioned his name a lot today. He's having a great game tonight. Oh, another nice move there by the Moves Like Jagr. Looks like his defenseman looking for somebody to move it out in front. Number 10, Tayson Rodriguez goes behind the net. Trying to get a cycle, the shot on net. Goalie makes a good save. And the Ball Busters try to bring that out, but that ball is stopped again by the defenseman who dumps it in. Looks for the pass across. In some trouble here. Great pass up by Carter McNillan to number 13. Oh, and a shot on net. Great save. Ball's up in the air. Carter McNillan in the corner with it. Looks for somebody in front. Puts it back. Moves Like Jagr, though, intercepts number 27, Marcus Stolte, with the ball down in the corner of the Ball Busters. Great battle going on here with two players. Moves Like Jagr still continues to have control of the ball. As he looks for a man, puts it back to the point. Looks like they're trying to set up a play here. Intercepted by the Ball Busters, who just dumped that ball down the ice. They're content to go with an icing call. Play stop with 14.4 seconds left in the second period. 2-1 for Moves Like, the Ball Busters.
both teams here playing phenomenal, but from my perspective, I've had to say it'd definitely be the Ballbusters goalie here who is making sure that moves like Jagr does not come back.
Yeah, I say he's holding the whole game right now. He looks like he's standing on his head right now. Ball dumped in, moves like Jagr. Oh, ball brought back out. The neutral zone. It looks like it's stuck in the neutral zone there. And that period comes to an end. At the end of the second period, players will change ends. Goaltenders will take that long walk down. And we approach the third period here. Barrie ball hockey on a Tuesday night.
So in the second intermission here, we're sitting at the Ballbusters 2. Moves like Jagr 1. Phenomenal game here by both teams. Getting to see both defensive and forechecking from both teams.
Yeah, and the coaches give the teams a prep talk just before that third period comes out. And I wanted to mention number 91 on moves like Jagr. It's his actual birthday today. So these are 11-year-olds. He turned 11 today, and his name is Ethan Taplin. So happy birthday to Ethan. Hope he's having a fun day here. Okay, here we go. Beginning the second period is, the third period. Referee looks at both ends to get the okay from the goaltenders, and the ball is dropped. Ball goes down. Offside call. Ball went in, went over the red line and back in. Therefore, constitute an offside. There we go. Referee drops the ball. Ball gains zone now. The Ballbusters, moves like Jagr, getting the ball out of the zone. Moves like Jagr. Great move by number 14. Shot on net. Another great save by the goaltender. Brought up, past the red line. Ball comes out. Moves like Jagr, just content to dump it back in and continue the forecheck. Number 27 looks for the forecheck. Ball in the neutral zone. Looks like moves like Jagr. Ends up forechecking. Ball in the zone. Number 14 comes out with it. Jeremy Stevenson with a great shot on net. Big save. Ballbusters look to bring it out of the zone. Up to the, it looks like that could be an offside. Offside, it is delayed offside, I believe. Yes, it was. Good eyes by the referee there to be able to see that offside just as he just barely gets across that line before the ball.
Just barely, but good eyes again here by the ref. That just slight little misstep that is pulling them back just a slight little bit here.
Yeah, the referees are doing a pretty good job here today, as I've seen. Not a big fan usually, but they are doing a good job today. Oh, another shot on net and a good save by moves like Jagr goaltender. And that was Benjamin Waterman Holmes that made that save. Benjamin having a steady game here too today.
Seems like both goaltenders have done everything to keep pretty much everything out of their nets except standing on their heads here tonight.
Exactly. They've had a great game today. Ball in the corner. Lost track of it for a second. That's at the neutral zone. A little scrambly. Moves like Jagr, gains the zone. Number 10 in the corner. Tayson with the ball. Looking for something. Looks in front. Oh, nice pass back to the point. Oh, intercepted. In the battle, and looks like moves like Jagr has it on the line again, or over the line. Moves like Jagr back in the zone. Deep behind, putting the forecheck on. Come out with the ball. Tries to put it in front. Number 10, Tayson with a great shot. No, I don't know where that went. That could have went off the goalie or the defenseman. Not sure, but the ball was dumped out. Ball back in deep in the zone. As Ballbusters trying to get a formula to just get that ball out of their zone, get into the transition game here. Oh, as a man slips in the corner. Moves like Jagr's trying to. Comes out with a forecheck again. That's number 10. He's all over the ball this game. Moves like Jagr continues to Battle. Ball goes in front. Number 4, it looks like number 4 put that in. And that was a great effort. But all that was done, I think most of that work was done by number 10 on the forecheck. Tayson Rodriguez has set that play up.
Let's just take another look here on that.
Yeah, as you can see here, that's number 81 with a great behind the back pass. I didn't even see that when it happened. It happened so fast. Number 4 tips it over, and yes, he turns around and shoots. That was an unbelievable pass between the legs or behind the back. Ball back and moves like Jagr zone. Another pass out. Ball kept in by the ball busters, who just content to shoot it in deep. Ball comes around the zone. And it looks like moves like Jagr again with the turnover at the neutral zone. Number 27 looks for a man to put it in front. He still has control of the ball. Looking for a man. Still has the ball. Great effort by number 27 with that ball. And it looks like moves like Jagr is back at it again. They seem to controlling most of the play here in the third period here. They keep the ball hammered in. Number 14 takes a whiff at it. Just misses. Another shot and a save. Big save again by the goaltender. Looks like with 6 minutes and 32 seconds, a tie game here. Moves like Jagr seems to be playing more like they did in the first period again. Late changes being made here. Referee's allowing that. Here we go. Ball is dropped. He's got the ball. Moves like Jagr. Face off. 27 shoots that ball. It just comes out. Still in on the red line. Great play made there, but now it's brought out by the ball busters. Player number 13. See Alex Jelinas as he looks for somebody to shoot. He turns around and wires it right off the goaltender. Ball shot by moves like Jagr around the board. Nice dump in up board of number 14. A great defensive play by number 89 from the ball busters, who just puts it in deep, looking for his other defenseman there. And moves like Jagr has the ball. Oh, it's turned over by the ball busters. Another pass attempt just blocked. Ball busters shoot. Oh, it looks like they scored. I didn't even see that one go in. That was so quick. Must have been a wicked shot from the point.
See, as we can take another look at it here.
I think that was, I'm not sure who that was, if that was Alex Jelinas that put that one in or not. We'll see from the point.
Nope, that just seemed to be right after the goal was scored.
The replay didn't get a great look at that, but that's what happens. That ball is just so fast moving, sometimes tough to pick up even by the camera. As we're deep back in the zone here.
Ballbusters goalie making another good save there.
Good action on the Rogers rink here today. Barrie ball hockey down 125 Ferndale Drive. Ball comes around the boards. Ball busters, nice pass up. Tries the boards, but the ball is kept in by moves like Jagr over the red line. Brought in looking for someone to pass to. And the ball busters, big number 3, broken that play up. Dumps it in the end. Carter McNillan with the ball. Nice play by Carter. He goes in deep. He's looking for somebody to put that ball out to. Puts it in front. Nothing develops, so players continue to battle in the boards. Good effort by both teams here today in this rainy affair. Oh, the ball kept in great by the ball busters. Don't know where that one went. Not sure if the goalie made a great save there or not. The ball busters again keeping that. Now the ball busters trying to take back control of this game, even though they still lead 3-2. Seems to be the team that controls the play is the team that's not scoring a goal. You have control, and then it goes down the other end, and goal goes in just as quick. So here we go, face off. Jeremy dumps it up front. Ball's kept. Carter McNillan trying to get that ball, trying to steal that ball. Doesn't work. Colby Wilson with that ball. Nice attempt. just over the net. Behind the play. It's Colby Wilson again. Ball shot up. Oh, another great defensive play, keeping that ball in the ball buster zone. There's only 4 minutes and 14 seconds remain on the clock. Oh, nice play over the blue, by ball busters. It was intercepted by number 87, Colby Wilson. Nice shot, but a great save made. Nice pad save by the goaltender. Paul Buck dumped back around the end. Moves like Jagger's controlling the play again. But the Ballbusters defenseman comes out with it. Great forechecking by moves like Jagr. The ball shot up. Oh, that ball was tipped off Carter McNillan's stick as he attempts to take that ball off number 81. Ballbusters transition back in their own end, looking for a long pass off the boards. We don't know if that's going to be an ice or not. No ice. Player beat that out. But moves like Jagr, great transition, moves it up to Colby Wilson, who's got the ball on the side, shoots on the net, and a great save by that goaltender. Ball still in the zone. Goes around the front. Just outside, back, deep in the Ballbuster zone. As the forecheck is on by moves like Jagr again. Carter McNillan steals that ball. Comes over the blue line. Looking for the shot. Shot blocked by number 27. Oh, and a beautiful pass up the middle to moves like Jagr's. Forward number 14 just gains the zone and takes a slap shot on net. A good save by number 87, the goaltender. Here we are with 2:35 left remaining in the game. 3-2 by the Ballbusters. A pretty clean game so far. I see a lot of kids tripping on by themselves, but I haven't seen too many. I think there's only been the one penalty. That's great. Again, Ballbusters with control of that ball. Shoot it up deep. Down, ice is on. Ice waved off. Moves like Jagr has it in the neutral zone. Oh, it's kept in deep by the Ballbusters. Deep in the zone now. Goes around the corner. As the players battle for the ball. Forecheck put on by the Ballbusters now. Good forecheck put on by the Ballbusters. Here we go. Good shot. Looks like that just went wide in the corner. That's number 13 with the ball trying to come out. Alex Jelinas behind the net. Puts in front. Alex has the ball again. Tries a wraparound attempt. That's just outside. And the goalie makes a great save. That almost looked like it went in from that angle. Goalie made a good save and a great effort to come across. 1:47 left in the clock. We'll have to keep an eye on the goaltender, see if they end up pulling him with close to a minute left in the game. Both these coaches are experienced coaches down here, so I'm sure they may do that. Ball in deep. The Ballbusters continue to just want to keep it deep at this point as they continue to hold the lead. Another shot on net. Now moves like Jagr trying to clear the zone. Gets it up to the neutral zone. Looks in. Ball taken away for another great forechecking effort by the Ballbusters. They continue to drain the last few seconds of this game. 90 seconds left here to go. And an offside called. Well, a minute and 14 seconds left. 3-2 game. Not sure if they're going to pull this goalie or not. They may try to gain the zone first. What do you think on this one?
Well, I think they might want to try to gain the zone first because if, they've been back and forth all period.
They get the draw and they come in. Goalie stays in the net. Shot still in the corner. Moves like Jagr with that ball. Oh, Ballbusters continue ice that ball. Looks like an icing going to be called with 1:01 on the clock. We'll see if that goaltender remains in the net. Looks like he is at this point. Good action here. Not sure what the coach is thinking at this point, if he just wants to try. I know moves like Jagr's been all over them some of the game with 5. Great draw, here we go. Again, the ball busters dump it down the ice. Looks like another icing with 53 seconds left in the third period of the game. It looks as though the timeout's been called by moves like Jagr. And we'll see if they try to pull their goalie. The draw is deep down in the zone. I think it's probably the best time to pull it would be right now, since they have the they'd have the extra man there, and it's deep in the zone already. Rather than, wait, they may want to see if they win the draw or not. If they win the draw, then they can pull the goalie.
Either way, it'd be a great opportunity for them, having the face-off deep in the zone with just under a minute left in play.
Yeah, and the coach is talking to the goalie. He signals them over, and it looks like he is coming off right now. 6 attackers, 4 moves like Jagr.
So they see if they can tie it up here in the final minute of play of the game.
Great match here. This is an exciting one. Let's see what happens here. Draw back, moves like Jagr with a shot on net. Rebound, comes out, shot, scores! Number 10 with a great goal. Great goal by number 10, Tayson Rodriguez. And that play was set up and maybe drawn up by the coaches. I'm not sure if he drew that one up or not.
Beautiful play there with ball dropped with 53 seconds, and now
here's that replay. Oh, great draw. Ball comes back, nice wrist shot. Goalie makes the original save. Rebound comes over. Number 10 pots the rebound. Beautiful goal.
Looking at the time there, it was maybe 4 seconds before they were able to get that
moves
off.
Like Jagr comes in with the ball again. A great shot, and goaltender comes out with it. Ball in the corner. Lots of action down here with under a minute to go. Ball dumped in. Moves like Jagr still has control of the ball. They're forechecking number 10 again. And there they go, ball busters trying to scramble, trying to just, and they brought that ball up. Now the ball busters have control with 23 seconds left. Ball in the corner. Number 13 looking for that ball. Kept in the zone. Moves like Jagr with 10 seconds left. Colby Wilson clears the line, shoots, top corner, scores! A great finish here, lots of excitement. That was a great goal by Colby Wilson with 7.3 seconds left in the game. Lots of action down here at Barrie Ball Hockey. Crowd's going crazy.
Here we go, let's take another look at this great goal. It's right in and over the glove of the goaltender.
Again, moves like Jagr. And that great ending to the game.
Moves like Jagr ending up winning it by 1 goal over the Ball Busters. Final score at 3-4.
4-3, I think it was. Yeah, they ended up getting 2 goals in the last minute. With under a minute to go, they pulled in 2 goals. Coach called it over, called them a timeout, and drew up a play, and they got 2 goals after that.
Great couple calls there made by the Moves Like Jagr coaching to get them all together to pull out the big win.
Yeah, now if you see the sportsmanship here, both teams continue to shake hands. Great game played by all. Everybody's friends again after the game. Coaches meet. Okay, I think it's the over 40 draft.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with the women's division.
Okay.
Welcome back to Barrie Ball Hockey here for the weekly games. We are covering now the men's over 40 division, and we have the grumpy old men wearing the white and Crunch in the red.
Perfect, and I'm Sam Yerkes here as well. I'll be your play-by-play and training to do commentating as well. So we're just having some fun here at Rogers Barrie Ball Hockey on the last game of our Tuesday night special as the ball goes in the air. And we have the, the grumpy old men playing the Crunch as this mentioned. Ball goes down, Crunch zone, ball put up. Dumped in. Oh, and it looks like an accidental trip here. And what we have here tonight where we're playing is it is called the Men's Draft League. So as you notice the age of the players, nobody wearing a helmet. This is usually a 40-year and up division. So some of the players are 40 and some go as high as 56, I believe. Play is drop down zone, so it's not as competitive as it used to be for some of these players. It's all about memories, and even though they're still creating about it, a lot of them is just getting together once a week or to just have fun and brag about the old days. Shot in, and it looks like the goaltender covers it up. His faceoff will come back to the Crunch's zone.
We're going to take another look here. There it is.
Oh, that was
just
a long
gets
shot.
under his foot and then just catches it right behind him before it goes in.
Oh, and a shot goes up and above the net. Grumpy old man have it, doing a cycle, and that's Mike Browning with the ball right now. Mike turns around and shoots it on the net. And they continue to pressure. And the ball, they're using the cycle. It's slippery out there today, men, so be careful. Sticks keep down. Ball kept in, inside the red. Grumpy old man still with the ball. Pass over by Mike Browning. Cross. Mike comes up with the ball again. Looking for somebody to get the ball back to number 91, Roy Panovich. Sorry on butchering the last name here. Mike Browning with that ball, just shoots in front, big rebound. Oh, and a great save by that goaltender. The ball is shot down the ice for an icing.
Couple of huge saves there by the Crunch's goaltender.
A lot of years experience in this goaltender here. And that's Chris Haynes as the goaltender. He's wearing number 9 for today. Not sure why that is. Oh, that's why. Sorry, I made that mistake there. Ken Horton is the goaltender down in the Crunch zone. Play comes back to the face-off. Dumped in, just shot behind the net. Crunch looking to get the ball out of the zone. Have troubles. Grumpy old men continue to carry the play in the zone. And the ball is shot down just out over the blue line though, so no icing will be called. Ball kept in. That's the Crunch with the ball. Number 87's got it at this point. And that
Glove
was Michael
save
Anger.
there.
Glove save. And that glove save was made by Chris Haynes. Chris Haynes is wearing number 9 as the goaltender on the Grumpy Old Men. Referee's doing a fairly good job out there tonight. This game not as intense as the last one we brought. And a good shot by Billy there, Billy Miller. Billy's a mainstay down here. Billy also referees around the rink a lot of the days here. Ball shot down, ice will be called. Ball will come down to the Grumpy Old Men zone. And we still have 3-10s here with 6:51 left in this game. Just a note in this game that it's a really friendly division. Any penalties? There are no penalties. It's a penalty shot. So if somebody does get a penalty, they take the penalty shot, and that's it. Even when you score on this, they don't record your numbers. So just friendly for the guys to get out, have some fun, enjoy the time together, and get some exercise. Maybe for a couple of pops after the game. Ball's deep in the zone here. Crunch looking for a play. Transitions out, makes a long pass. Intercepted by Grumpy Old Men's defenseman. That's Robert Hall. Puts it up. Oh, ball stepped in. Kept in. Number 61, Bruce Frederick. Looking for a pass. Moves it up. Number 19 shoots it down the line. Goalie has it, just plays it off to the side. Icing called, and that'll come all the way back down to the zone. Can you feel the pace of the game compared to our last game? A little less excitement, but still, you know, for these players, they're going at full speed.
Pace of the game is slightly different as it's less competition, as this one is more fun. Let's just get out and play a bit of hockey, when before it was kids wanting to do their best and be a little more competitive with the game.
That's all it is. This here, actually, if you want to play Barrie ball hockey in the draft league, just give us a call down here. One of the players out there now, Mike Browning, who's had the ball a couple times, is in charge of this division. So you can always call down here, and if you want to enter, it's a good way to meet people. You know, you can always start up again. It's never too late at Barrie ball hockey. Ball comes down to the zone again. Waiting for the icing. 5:36 on the clock and a 0-0 game here between the Crunch and Grumpy Old Men. Trying to clear the ball here. Ball brought up by number 19. Another good defensive play by the Grumpy Old Men, who transitioned it properly. Number 81 looks like an offside. Still stepping over the zone on time. Ball dumped into the zone. The Crunch looked for the forecheck. Ball brought up. This goes deep down in the Crunch's zone. And that's Grumpy Old Man trying to force the play, but Crunch had the ball shot up the boards. Just over the red line. It looks as though the Crunch finally has the ball there in the corner. 19 looking for a pass out front, looking for a man in the open. Puts it out in front, back to the defenseman. And that's number 10 with the blistering shot, but it goes up and off a stick and over the boards. Ball will come back. And that's a referee Honky calling for another ball coming into the play. We usually go through about 6 balls a night here at Barrie ball hockey. Face-off draw. Comes in. Grumpy Old Man and Crunch go down. Here we go. Ball dropped. It's Mike Browning over with the ball. Number 27 looks for somebody. Back to his defenseman, number 61. Bruce Frederick. Again, they're trying to make a nice, looks like they've got some strategy here. Dump down play. That could be an actual standard play that these guys work to transition it out of the zone. A lot of strategy. They may move slower, but there's a lot more thinking at this level here. Go bump, ball dropped back in, down at the neutral zone. Over to Mike Browning. Mike Browning has the ball, just crosses a blue line, takes a slap shot on net. Saved, ball goes to the corner. That's number 19, Don Jenkins with it now. Loses the ball to number 14 from the Crunch, who just puts it over the line. Over to Mike Pelota. Ball kept in at the blue line. Great shot put out in front of the net, but it's deep in the corner now. Looks like there's some forechecking going on by the Crunch. Grumpy Old Man close to a high stick there. Ball just back off the boards. And then neutral zone. A little bit scrambly here. Could be a result of the weather as well. But Stopped raining here. There we go. Set the neutral zone. And the Crunch dump it down the zone. Over to number 13, Peter Polaris. Peter Polaris with the ball right now. Slips, stumbles a bit. Over to Bruce Frederick. Or should I say that was John Mannering with the ball. John actually put it back and forth. Crunch have it. They dump it in the deep in the zone there as Grumpy Old Men go back to get it. Not much of a forecheck on at this point. Transitions up to the middle. Centerman over to the winger. Far side number 13 dumps it in right on net. And 19, James McPherson will come back and get the ball, just given to him by the goalie. Crunch player has the ball, moves up front, pass over to Billy. And that ball is just deep on the net. No ice call. The goalie comes out and plays it. Plays it around his defenseman, who back-to-back D-to-D play. Slowing it down, looking for another man to move that ball. Transition way across. Looks like number 13 has a breakaway. Goes back to 87. Shot over the net and wide. Crunch get the ball back, transition up. Ball is outside of the line. A lot of men over there on the red team, but the refs let that one go. Ball transitions into the corner. Moves out front. And in back. That's Mike Pilata with the ball. Mike just dumps it. And that ball comes over the red. Players have to clear from Grumpy Old Man, who just dumps it back in there. Forecheck is on. And that looks like Sean Dialabo with the ball right now. Looking for another defensive to defenseman pass. Up to the centerman. Just bobbles off his blade. Turns the ball over. Grumpy Old Man have the ball now. Number 19, Don Jenkins with the ball. Shoots, scores with a great shot on net off the post and in. That's Don Jenkins, number 19. Like to see that one again.
With just 1:09 left on the clock in the first period.
Here we go. The replay comes in. There's Don Jenkins with the ball over the line. Oh, fakes the pass back to Mike Brown and comes in. A difficult angle and puts it right off the barn end. That's a great goal by Don. Here we go as the Grumpy Old Man try to put it down. That was off his foot, number 13's foot. The ball continues to go in the zone of the Crunch team. Grumpy Old Men doing some forechecking now. And that looks like Don Jenkins again with that ball. Puts another shot on the net, but the goalie comes up with a big save this time. As the players are making the change, face off deep in the zone. 41.8 seconds left in the first period in a 1-0 game. The Grumpy Old Men leading the Crunch 1-0. Shot ball, deep in. Crunch try to get it out of their zone. Sending it deep down to the Grumpy Old Man zone. Steady defenseman down there, number 87, Robert Hull. He's been all over in the defensive end. Just can't seem to get that ball by him at all. Number 13 with the ball, dumps it in. Long shot on the goaltender. Looks to be lost in the goalie equipment. And he'll have to take it out, so a stop and play here. Ball goes deep in the corner. We're going to have a face-off here with 14.5 seconds left in the period. Face-off comes. Grumpy Old Men win the draw back to the point. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Just holds on to it. So as the ball back to the referee as we'll have another face-off. 9.5 seconds remain here in the first period. Face off. Great draw by Grumpy Old Man. Does that stay in? Kept in the zone. Shot on net. Long shot, but no, doesn't go through. Another shot by the Grumpy Old Man. That's just over with no time left on the clock.
So at the end of the first period here in this game, Grumpy Old Men lead the Crunch team 1-0. As there we see Well, very briefly, a couple dogs there making friends.
Goaltender goes down the ice. Here the dogs are. Everybody has a good time at Barrie ball hockey.
Even here, with just a few people left, you're able to hear some younger players yelling at Dad out there now.
Players are, goaltenders getting back to their nets. That's Ken Horton in the net taking a sip of water. He's ready now. Referee Honky will check in with both of them there. There we go. Play is dropped. Ball's dropped. Ball's shot in. Deep in the zone. There we got the grumpy old man now. Trying to get it out of their zone. That's number 89 with the ball, looking for a pass. He just shoots it up the middle, throws up a pizza. Number 4, Mike Pilati, shoots Billy with the big rebound. 2 shots, but a good save and attempt by the goaltender. And Bill Miller was almost put that ball in. He had a good attempt there, jamming it in the net. There he is again with that ball. Ball brought back, and grumpy old man tip it up. It's a race for the ball. The Crunch have it, D to D across, looking for the men. Dump it back up to center. Play comes over the line. Offside, delayed offside. It's called off. There we go, and the Crunch goes D to D again. That's number 3 looking for Steve Varga, looking for the long pass. Billy Miller gets that ball stripped off him. And that's number 89, Dan Malone, with the ball in the corner. Bill Miller passes the ball across to number 87. Gets in the zone. James McPherson with the ball. Oh, a battle going on there. Shot up just outside the red and over the blue, back into the zone of the Crunch. Mike Brownon continues to try to flag that ball down there. And the Crunch tries to take a long shot off the boards, and they're very active down here. Ball's brought up. Don Jenkins with it. Over, nice pass across to number 13. Shot across. Little high stick in the air. Looks like there's going to be a penalty called. High stick on number 13. And who was that, number 13? Oh, that was Peter Polaris. And I mentioned before in the draft over 40, there are no penalties. There are only penalty shots. So we'll have a penalty shot here. Make sure this goalie's ready. Taking the penalty shot will be the Crunch. That's number 13, Brett Talpin, with the ball coming down the ice. Brett Talpin tries to make the move, and a great save. Pad stacked up by the goaltender. Now that was exciting, wasn't it?
That is definitely exciting. No penalties, no man down. You just one-on-one goaltender, especially when it comes down to a situation like this, even though it's only in the second. That could have been the equalizer easily for the Crunch.
That could have been. There we go. Makes it exciting, though, the penalty shot, just like the shootout rule. A lot of people like it. Oh, and that looks like it was off the post. Not quite sure. We'll have to get a view of that from the replay after, but I think the referee's got good eyes on that one as it went off the inside post and back out. And the Crunch have the ball. That's number 13 after the shootout, looking for the long pass across. Ball goes across. There's no ice in a nice pass across. And Brett Talpin has the ball and moved it deep in the corner. Number 4, this is Mike Pilati. Shot on net. Rebound comes across. Sticks everywhere. Nothing. Still in the zone. Mike Pilata kept that in again. Again, oh, just over the glove of Mike Pilata. Ball continues to turn over to number 87 on the grumpy old man. Shoots it back to number 81, John Mannering. Ball goes deep in the corner. And back around the Crunch, take it out. It looks like a 2-on-1. He had to hold up, though. Number 14 had to hold up. the line, so he made sure he wasn't on offside. Dumps it back just deep in the corner to number 9. Continue the forecheck. Ball just dumped down the end. Icing called, and the play will come all the way back. Maybe now we can get a look at that shot. I don't know if we can get a replay of that shot, if that went in off the post or inside, but that was a wicked, looked like a slap shot. And here we go with the face-off. Face-off going to get ready to draw here. Crunch come out with it. Pass across. No, it was right after, I think. Here we go. Nice shot on net. Oh, and a big save. Oh, and the goaltender has that one again. Play's coming back. Goaltender holds that. Both teams getting ready. Deep in the crunch zone with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second period. A 1-0 lead. Draw goes. Great draw back. Back at a quick shot by number 89, Dan Malone. And that was a great, actually, face-off by Don Jenkins, who got it back. Let's see if he can do that again. Don Jenkins again wins the draw. Back to Max, who just puts it back in the corner. Mike Pilates shoots it over the boards. Both goes off sticks. Look. And that was an offside. Or sorry, the ball went over the board, so it will come out. Looks like it must have went off the white team. Face off in, no zone. There we go. Ball's back, brought over. Grumpy old man have it. That's Mike Browning with the ball. Mike looks back to the defenseman, pass to number 9. Saved by Kenny Horton again. Big glove comes up from Kenny Horton.
That goaltender's seeing a lot of action here tonight, making a lot of good saves.
Yeah, he is. Making a great save here and there. And it takes these guys a little longer to recuperate. So, you know, even when it's in the zone, it's tolling on the goalies, especially in the heat some days. Here we go, behind the ball. We got behind the net. Sorry, we got Mike Brown looking for somebody out front. Just puts it behind, over, pass out in front. Ball goes off the crunch. Mike Pilates shooting it off, still in the end. Mike Brown has the ball. No, it's Don Jenkins. Don Jenkins back. Tried to get it back to Mike Browning, but it was off. Looks like that went off Mike Pelota. As we'll see where the draw comes.
As it comes back over the boards.
Oh, must have been inside then. It must have been off the crunch player, Mike Pelota. Couldn't see from the angle that we had on that. There we go. And here we go as the centermen are approaching the face-off. Ball is dropped. Another great draw by the grumpy old man. Looks like an ice was on. No, icing waved off. Grumpy old man outran that ball to the icing face-off circle. Here we go. Grumpy old man tried to dump it in, stuck in the neutral zone. Little scrambly here. Shot back in deep the zone by Crunch. Back over the Crunch. Mike Pelota with the ball right now. Just puts it up the boards to the blue line. Turned over again. This ball is just scrambly. A little sloppy play here going on. Don't know if it's the weather or the sticks. Here we go though. Ball jumped back deep in the end of the Crunch. As grumpy old man forward chases it. Forecheck is on. Crunch over the red line. Just dumps it down the end. Grumpy old man giving them a time here. Oh, ball thrown up. Great interception there. In the corner, the battle begins. Ball looks as though it's hammered in the wall. It's still stuck in the zone. Oh, grumpy old man get it over the blue line. To the blue line, or should I say. They do have zones, so it's brought in deep. Grumpy old man with the ball, shoots it out front. Taken over by the Crunch team right now as he just dumps it in the end. Continues to chase it. Don Jenkins with the ball, gets it shot up to him over the line, looks for the man and just dumps it back. That ball was turned over. Ball shot in deep and over. That ball will come just outside the blue line with 4 minutes even to go in the second period. A 1-0 game. Here still with the grumpy old men leading the crunch. Face off won by grumpy old man. Put it into the zone. Mike Pilata comes up with a nice pass over to number 19, James McPherson, who just dumps it in the end. Ball gets stripped, works it around the boards. Mike Browning with the ball, looks for the long, wide pass off number 89 stick and up and over the boards. That one looked like it hit one of the Rogers Jeeps. That's a nice Jeep, that Rogers Jeep. I think that ball hit it. Here we go. Back to the play in the action. Mike Browning with the ball over the blue line, looking for something. Not much. Good forecheck on by James McPherson. Ball dumped in by the grumpy old man. Oh, and a wicked bounce off the backboards, up in the air. And that grumpy old man continued to have it in the zone of the crunch. Here we go. It's stuck in deep. Playing deep. They're cycling. Looks like they're cycling pretty good. Back to the point. Wicked shot and a nice save by Ken Horton again. Kenny's got a lot of glove use today, I tell you. Catching everything in sight. I wonder if he plays baseball.
Well, he certainly does have a very quick glove there.
Yes, he does.
Seems like every save has been with that glove.
I don't know if the other team's been aware of that or they just keep shooting there. Just hoping to get one by it sooner or later. Actually, going back to the goal that Don Jenkins scored on him, that was actually high blocker, if I can remember. So that was the opposite side. Ball dumped deep, no icing. Down to the grumpy old man's end. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left now on the clock. Shot deep. And the grumpy old man, number 9, Chris Haynes, the goaltender, will just hold it and wait for the face-off.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this one.
Yeah, we're still staying out of the rain, which is pretty nice. Weather's holding out. Hopefully we'll have some nice weather for Canada Day. And here we go, the ball was dropped. The grumpy old man have that ball. Scrambly up front, uses the boards, puts it deep into the crunch zone. It's number 66 running for the ball. I don't have 66 name. Must be Craig Lehman. And grumpy old man take that ball near the blue line. They dump it in deep to the zone of the crunch. Mike Pilata with the ball. Mike looking for somewhere to put the ball. Looking for a D to transition it. Just comes over the line. Uses a defenseman. Nice smart pass. Ball gets just bobbled off the blade. And grumpy old man come out with it again. Fan on that. That shot looking for a pass wide on the boards. Intercepted by the crunch player, big crunch number 3 defenseman. Mike Pilata with the ball, he intercepts it, puts it across to the other defenseman, his partner, dumps it up front on net, shot, save. And grumpy old man continue attrition it out. A long pass that looks like an ice, it's going to be an ice, and it is. Here we go with 1 minute 43 seconds left on the clock here. 1-0 game. 1:43 left with second period. 1 period to go after this.
Fairly clean game as well, only seeing the 1 penalty shot.
That was exciting though, wasn't it? I hate to say I want to cheer for a penalty, but I do enjoy the excitement of the penalty shot. Here we go, back in the action. And the grumpy old men keep it in the crunch zone. Mike Pilata with a swing of the stick on the blade of that ball. That's perfect. Gets that ball just over the referee's head as he ducks below it. Pass deep in the end. Down goes back into the Grumpy old man zone. Mike Pallotta with the ball. Just up in the neutral zone. Looks for a man. Pass, a great pass, but it couldn't be corralled. Over. Grumpy old man intercept that. That's Don Jenkins with the ball. Don's having a good game tonight here, with the only goal of the match so far. Goes around with the ball, controlling it. Looks for a man. Mike Browning passes out front. Shot. Nope. Cleared back deep in the zone of Grumpy old men. Defenseman shoots it up. Don Jenkins with the ball again. Looks for someone. Don has the ball. Carries it over. Nice pass up to Mike Browning. Makes a move at the line. Hasn't got the line yet. Ball taken off him. Back to the zone for Grumpy old man. 32 seconds left. They don't seem too intent to rush it up. They just want to control the play here in this second period. And that looks like the Crunch having the ball, just trying to get to the end of the period here without scoring. Mike Pallotta shoots it back. Backwards, that goes back though. Deep in the zone, and it looks like it goes past. No icing. Looks like the player could have had a chance at that. Grumpy old man, just 2 seconds left, shoots it up. Nothing there. Shot, and the end of the second period.
And at the end of the second, the Grumpy Old Men leading the Crunch team by 1 goal.
2-1 with 10 minutes left to play in the game. Both goaltenders will change ends. A great sported game here. A lot of sportsmanship going on. Both goalies shake hands. Having some fun. Probably do some bragging after the game. How many glove saves Kenny's made today? Who knows? That's what it's about. Just about getting together, having some fun, and playing some ball hockey. Many of these guys are old enough to have it before there was any organized ball hockey. We used to call it street hockey back on the streets. Here we go, back to the game. The action comes back on the Grumpy old men with the ball. Approaching the, shot on net. Saved by Kenny Horton, goaltender. Crunch with the ball, just shoots it up. Transitioning it up, over the red line. Goes around the side, tries to make the move on the inside, doesn't work. Crunch with the ball, Grumpy old man lifts the stick. Smart play by the Crunch forward. As he dumps it down the end of the Grumpy old man. Grumpy old man goaltender comes out and plays that smartly on the boards. And they transition it back there. A lot of forecheck going on, but Grumpy old men come out with it. 3-on-2, down the end, shoots it down. It's number 81 going to the ball. John Mannering shoots it. Pass across, scores by number 13. Peter Polaris on a great shot and a nice feed. That was a nice goal. The Grumpy old men go up 2-0. We see that. We'll end up taking another look at that goal. And Peter Polaris buries it. As you can see there, that's Peter Polaris. Puts it up there on the boards. Ball comes out. Pass in front. Peter just basically just snaps it up top. And that ball's in and out before you can say. Jack Robinson. Here we go, back to the game. Grumpy old man just jump it down. Mike Pallotta with the ball. There we go. Deep in the zone of the Grumpy old man. Crunch looking to get a goal or two here in the game. Trying to do some forecheck. Battling it out in the corner. Coming around with the ball. Come out, shoot. No, that ball was blocked. Defenseman over to the other D. Big number 3 shoots it on net. It looks like it's up. Blocked. Number 13 trying to get that ball. A mad scramble in front. Great play by the defenseman to keep that ball in from leaving the zone. Right now, the Crunch has a bit of momentum going forward. And that ball was iced by the Grumpy old men. Probably a smart play by the veteran there, dumping the ball when they know they're in some trouble there. Ball will come back to the end with 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third and final period. Teams are approaching the face-off zone, doing a bit of talking, a bit of strategy. Referee getting ready to drop the ball. Face-off goes. Nice draw back. Crunch wins it to the defenseman. Shot on net. Shot wide. Just behind the net. They're digging at it. Shot over the grumpy old man, but that just ball comes just outside the line. Shot in. Grumpy old man have the ball. They're bringing it up. Defenseman brings it up. Pass over to 81. And he's over the red line. Dumps it into the zone. Number 66 from the grumpy old man will get it in the corner, go behind the net. That ball was taken away, but comes to Peter Perales. Nice shot out front. Pass out front, should I say. Almost a shot across. Nice forecheck by Peter. He's all over right now. Oh, goalie continues to play Peter. Number 81 or 13 has the ball. Back pass attempt. Cross. No. Held up. And Bill Miller took that ball. Billy holds it out with a smart play across. Makes a nice pass across. Slows things down. Grumpy old man. But the grumpy old man, the forecheck, they're relentless out there tonight. They're all over it. Shot by 66. The ball goes off the sticks. Ball's in the air. Mike Pilata with the shot up. Icing waved off as the goaltender comes out to play. Grumpy old man deep in the zone. Dumps it up. And they transition that ball well. They move that ball really up. There we go with Don Jenkins again, number 19, looking for somebody to move the ball to. Don in the corner on the wall. Pass across, intercepted. And the Don again steals that ball back to the defenseman. Mike Browning now with the ball in front. Turn, spinorama. Pass back. Looks like it's in the corner. And Crunch have the ball, come out with it, and just dump it down the ice. Number 61 comes in off the grumpy old man and gets the ball. Being forecheck. And there's Roy Panovich here with the ball. He's being attacked though. Great play. Nice forecheck. As Crunch don't seem to want to give up here. There's no give up in this Crunch team. Oh, shot. Here we go. Looks like the Crunch will have the ball now. Crunch come across with the ball, and that's Don Jenkins just gets his stick on it. Ball comes over the boards. And a face-off will come just outside the blue line with 5:41 on the clock. 2-0. Grumpy old men lead the Crunch. Ball shot deep in the zone of the grumpy old men. Crunch will have to work quick to get something going. D to D pass, so very smart play by grumpy old man. Oh, pass up the middle, intercepted by Mike Pilata, who puts it over across to number 9, but shoots it wide. And big number 3 steps up. Steve Varga with the ball back to Pilata. Shot, great shot, wide though. Grumpy old man transition. Just poked up. Kenny Horton with the glove again on the blocker. And that ball will be a face-off to the left of the goaltender. Or should I say the right of the goaltender?
.508 left on the clock here.
Both teams approach the face-off. We'll hand Don Jenkins again. See if he can win that draw back. Looks like Don does win the draw back, but hops over the stick of the defenseman. Back into his zone. He makes a nice move. Passes across to Dan Milan. Shoots it over. Intercepted. And then tipped up. As Billy Miller had that ball there. Tipped it over number 19, James McPherson, in the corner with it. Back to Billy Miller. Billy Miller's got that ball. Billy in the corner with the ball. Tries to get it out front. Nothing there. Calling McPherson and Billy working together nicely out front, but the ball shoots wide. And grumpy old men come up with the play again. Deep down. Mike Browning running for the ball. It's a race, but gets outran by the defenseman of the Crunch. That's Mike Browning with the ball. Mike's got it. Passes to number 87. Great shot and a nice save by Kenny Horton. Robert Hall with that shot. Looked like he had a nice chance to blast that off the goalie, but right in the chest to Kenny Horton. And here we go with 4:12 left in the third period in a 2-0 game. Here we go. The players are moving slowly to the face-off. Seems as the game goes by, the players move slower to get to that face-off. Here we go, number 91 puts it in from defense, shoots it over, back into the corner deep to Bruce Frederick. Bruce looking for somebody. Robert Hall across to Peter. Peter dumped it in deep. And that's Mike Pilato with the ball, just puts it back in deep. Sean DiDablo. Ball comes over the line. Grumpy old man. Another nice defensive play. Shot up. Number 66 brings it up into the zone. Shot in deep. It's number 91 with it. Now 91 looking for a cycle perhaps. He's pressured pretty heavy. Play goes back to the far end. Shot. Number 91 again with the grumpy old man. Just backhands it at the net, and Kenny Horton comes up with the save, and he'll hold that ball, wait for the face-off if these teams make another change. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game here. Well, they got a couple minutes left, but pressure's really on the Crunch right now. Alicia, I don't know if they can pull this one out or not.
Well, we've seen before a couple good comebacks have happened through tonight, so.
Yeah, that last game especially, 2 goals in the last minute to finish that one off.
Yeah.
That was something else. Hopefully we can get that kind of same excitement here. As the Crunch do bring it down the end here. They've got that ball. They go in the corner. Wrap-around attempt. Ball stopped by the goaltender and held on to. That was a nice little attempt. Brought up the ice all the way there. So we go, the face-off going to be here at the zone.
Exactly 3 minutes left on the clock here as well.
Perfect. And on here. Face off over. Grumpy old man deep in the zone. Crunch runs back. He's looking for a man. Crunch back to the point. Shot on net. Great pad save by the goaltender. And that ball is brought down again by Grumpy old man. That goaltender made a great pad save, working for that shutout right now. Hate to say that and curse him, but he's got it so far. Here we go. Mike Browning on the ball, tries to put it out in front. Mike Browning comes back with it, he's looking for a man, looking for something. Tries to set it through the middle. Oh, and that's Don Jenkins again with it. Number 19 with the dish across the ice. Beautiful little pass there. Still continues to have the ball, and he's having a great game tonight. He's still got control of that ball. He looks for a nice saucer pass. Beautiful, but intercepted. And a little breakaway all the way down, number 19. Oh, just great save made by the goaltender. And he comes across. Ball in deep. Crunch continue to try to get something going here. But grumpy old man, Don Jenkins, doesn't want that to happen. He's got that winning goal so far. He wants to continue with that. Ball's brought up by the Crunch here, just over the red. Shot in deep. Forecheck is on. Scott Matthews tries to get it. He's got that ball right now. He's in deep with the ball. Scott Matthews looks for someone in front, puts it in. Nope, couldn't get it out front. Ball comes deep. In on the boards. Oh, Mike Pilato almost with a great play at the center line. But, grumpy old man seemed to get it by. Crunch with just over a minute left, looking for something here. Long pass up the middle. Doesn't go all the way for ice. And the grumpy old man will transition this out of the zone pretty easily. They can dump it in. Waste some time here on the forecheck. That's number 81, John Mannering, with the ball. He just dumps it around the board. Wicked bounce. Mike Pilato looking up, 43 seconds, just dumps it across. And Crunch go over the line. They've got the ball now, just in the corner. 33 seconds left. Ball shot over. Here we go. They still have the ball. Good. The net is empty now. We've got the sixth attacker out. Shot on net. Great save. Shot on. Defensive. Over to the defenseman. Shot on net. Oh, and a great save. It looks like the grumpy old man will have an empty net. This may do it. And he puts it in the net, and that's Polaris, if I pronounce his name right, with the capper. That gives him his second goal of the night. For Peter Polaris.
With only 12 seconds left on the clock, that looks like the grumpy old men are going to take this game.
That just about does it here. Teams may just want to run this clock, but this goalie's still playing for the shutout here with a 3-0. The only thing uncertain here. Here's a look at that play again as he just comes over the center line, passes it up. Empty net, of course. Just has to tap that one and it's over. Here we go, and they're electing to run the ball down. This game is in the books. Great game. Both teams.
Well, this one goes to the grumpy old men with the shutout of 3-0 over the Crunch.
And hopefully we'll be back next week here at Rogers TV at Barrie Ball Hockey. Maybe on the Wednesday night. Our games will be played on Saturday, I believe, at 5 o'clock.